Hello everybody, warm welcome back. YAJE here, excited to share yet another gardening video with you. Today let me just break down for you some mistakes that you could be making that can end up killing your precious ugu. So you may even have your ugu plants growing like on the window where you think it's getting exposure to the sunlight, or have them growing under the grow light. The amount of sun that it's getting is nowhere near what you could get outside. The intensity is much higher outside, and the sunlight outdoors has what is called ultraviolet radiation, which is damaging to plants. So if your plants have never been outside before and you take the plants outside and leave them out for too long, the intensity of the sun and the UV radiation can end up burning your ugu leaves. They're going to turn like whitish almost. That is, it has suffered from sunburn, much like the human skin, right? Plants that are growing outside naturally already have developed a thick skin, like they can withstand the strong sun rays and the UV radiation. But if your plants have been indoors and they have never been exposed to that amount of sunlight and UV radiation, you need to take it easy and do it slowly. The point I'm trying to make here is, if you take your ugu plants and go and leave them outdoors for the first time for too long, it's going to hurt your ugu plants. Do it slowly. You take your ugu plants outside and the temperature starts to drop, bring them back inside. 50 degrees is what I'm going to recommend, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I'd rather have you have your plants inside than take the plants outside to get some sunlight and then you end up losing the plants. The third mistake is fertilization. That's fertilizing your ugu plants when they are too young. So the soil that you use, if you use something like potting mix soil, already has like enough plant nutrients to sustain this ugu for a while until you transplant it. Rather than apply fertilizer and then burn your plant, I'd rather you not apply fertilizer at this early stage. You know, something like this or like this is too young to fertilize. I was told that Miracle Grow is not a good fertilizer for ugu. I'm going to do another video to share with you how to fertilize, the schedule, what to use and all of that, how to fertilize fluted pumpkin. So if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, that's another reason why you should, other than to help me grow and to support your girl. Thank you for the support. Now the fourth mistake is over watering. If you think ugu needs water and every time you're there pouring water, you can end up losing your ugu. I'm telling you, what that excess water is going to do is it's going to oversaturate the roots. The roots are going to feel like they are drowning and they will not be able to get air. And when the roots cannot get air, they start to rot and your ugu will not thrive. What I would do is just check, you know, do like the finger test, check your soil. If you dip your finger in here and it feels wet, there's enough water, just leave it alone, okay? If you dip your finger in and it feels dry, then you can go ahead and add a little water. So don't just be watering because you think you need to water plants. The fifth mistake is under watering. Ugu needs water, but not too much, just enough. So you want to make sure that you are checking regularly and giving your plants, your young ugu plants, just the right amount of water. This was the first ugu that germinated. It has not seen the outdoors, and so if I just take it and put it in the garden as is, it might not survive because the temperature in here indoors is different from the temperature outdoors. The amount of sunlight it is getting from this window is different from the amount of sunlight, both in the intensity of the sunlight and the fact that in here the UV rays it is receiving is very reduced. Plus, indoors, your starts, including ugu seeds, don't get wind, right? So when you take it outside, you get wind, you get UV rays, and you get more intense heat. So if we just take it one day and then put it in the ground outdoors, chances are it might not make it. So we have to do it gradually. This process is referred to as hardening off. So we are making the ugu get used to the outdoor temperature one step at a time, and that's what I will break down for you in this video.